Okay, well, I was trying to really think about how the cloud is going to affect IT pros and how the cloud needs to respond to it.
Yeah.
And there's a number of different cloud offerings: infrastructure as service, platforms as service, and software as a service. And Azure is obviously application platform as a service.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was really look through what Azure had to offer and to see where IT pros might fit in.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of space for them.
Yeah, and that's perhaps many people don't think that it is a space for them with Azure.
Well, if you look at it, a developer today, if they want to deploy an application, they come to the IT pros and say, I need a server and I need this and I need that. And the IT pros look at their rack space to see how much space is left in the racks and how much power and all the rest of it. Yeah. And then they will provision the infrastructure for the developer. So now, if you like, people are worried that it sort of shortcuts the IT pro, because a developer, in theory, can sign up for an Azure subscription and then they can deploy directly in the cloud. And yes, they can. But I see that very much as a sort of prototyping area for them. But then you've got to think about the monitoring, the management of the cloud service. So you're talking about certificates. And although we can store data in the cloud and it's replicated and there's replicas of that data, so if maybe one of those replicas died, it can be retrieved from another replicator. We've got to consider backup as well. So there's lots of areas, sort of backup, monitoring, etc., where the IT pro can get involved.
Yeah. So that's probably one of your key takeaways from the session. Are there any other thing you want people to remember after the session, or the viewers to get a grip on?
Well, I think one of the main things to be thinking about for the cloud is how we manage authentication and authorization. Yep. And this is where something like federated or claims-based identity can really come into play. And one of the things I talked about was the access control service within Azure, which is a way of consuming identity from a Live ID or Google or Facebook. But that's certainly an area to be looked at, and the IT pros can be helping on that.
Three suggestions of where IT pros can go to learn more about Azure. Blogs, sites, anything?
Well, I think the first thing you should do is go and have a look to see what offers are currently available. So if you actually have a look and do a search for sort of Azure offers, you'll come across the latest Microsoft offers for Azure. And I think at the moment there's a 90-day free trial. So even if you're not going to deploy applications up there because you haven't got any dev capability, you could still go and provision yourself with a storage account. And then you can use something like Azure Storage Explorer to access those accounts from on-premise. And then you can look at the content delivery network and so on. So you can start to get a feel for how to use Azure and what it's capable of.
Yeah. So we'll have the links below the video here. So go check out the links recommended by John here.